There lived a girl named Nene. She was only 15, but she was bigger and stronger than every teenager in the entire village. While other children her age still looked like children, Nene towered over them like a giant. And instead of using her strength for good, she used it to bully everyone around her. Whenever Nene walked through the village, the teenagers scattered. Some hid behind their mothers' huts, some ran into the bushes, and others pretended they didn't see her at all. Everyone knew that if Nene's eyes caught you, she would find a way to torment you. Sometimes she snatched their belongings with her huge hands. Sometimes she pushed them to the ground like they weighed nothing. Other times, she stood over them and called them horrible names, laughing as they cried. No one was safe. Not boys, not girls, not even the timid ones who never offended anybody. The teenagers hated Nene with all their hearts, but they were far too scared to stand up to her. They only talked behind her back, whispering, complaining, dreaming of the day someone will finally teach Nene a lesson. Because everyone knew, if you dare to fight Nene, she will make your life even worse. And Nene? She showed no sign of stopping. In fact, the more they feared her, the worse she became. Her bullying didn't end with the teenagers. She caused trouble everywhere she went. Even in school, her behavior became unbearable. The teachers, tired of the chaos she brought into every lesson, eventually refused to allow her into the classroom. They simply couldn't teach with Nene around. The adults in the village talked about her constantly. She will destroy someone one day, they muttered. This girl's behavior is not ordinary, others said, but no one did anything. Even her parents were terrified of her. They heard the complaints, they knew what she was doing, but instead of correcting her, they stayed quiet, afraid that Nene's anger might finally turn towards them. The teenagers became experts at avoiding Nene. They watched every corner. They listened for her heavy footsteps. They hid behind trees and huts whenever they heard her voice. If they saw her near the stream or walking along a path, they didn't wait, they ran, hearts pounding like drums. Then one afternoon, Nene was bullying a group of teenagers as usual, shoving them around by the roadside. They cried, begged, and tried to escape, but Nene blocked them with her massive frame, enjoying every moment. Just then, an elderly woman walked by, Mamati. Mamati was known across the village for two things, her wisdom and her kindness. She had seen many rains, many harvests, and many generations grow before her eyes. She stopped immediately when she saw Nene terrorizing the children. With steady steps, she walked up to Nene and said softly, "My child, why do you treat your friends this way? Don't you know it is wrong to bully others?" Instead of feeling ashamed, Nene grew angrier. She frowned deeply and said, "What do you know, old woman? Mind your business." A few teenagers gasped. No one ever spoke to Mamati like that. Mamati blinked, surprised, but still calm. She had dealt with difficult children before. Losing her temper wouldn't help. "Nene," she said quietly but firmly, "this path you are walking, it will not end well for you. One day, the same bullying you give others will come back to you. Mark my words." But Nene threw her head back and laughed loudly. "Nothing will happen to me. I do what I want." And with that, she stormed off, leaving Mamati staring after her with sadness in her eyes. Because little did Nene know, those words were not a threat. They were a warning. And the world would make sure she learned her lesson.